fur, right? It's green or something. Headless. Actually, we're gonna play the DLC this time. And not, just do the boring side stories. Or, no, I won't say boring. They weren't boring. Not at all, but... Probably not as fun as the DLC. Maybe. Hopefully. I think. We'll see. Save files too? Alright. Only autosave is enabled for substores. That's completely fine. By me. For now. You see, the custom utopia versus mine from the mountain has an utopia instead of using lock that door up.
Damn it! Again! Next time you won't be so lucky! Catch you the first chance I get!
They better repair that door. They even have their own, like, that intro sequence, like, chapter intro thing.
The Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat returns, huh? Jewelry on display in the gemstone exhibit hosted by Amaterasu Corporation was stolen late last night. Peacekeepers declared the culprit is serial thief Nine-Tailed Cat. The investigation should yield an arrest soon.
You're so full of crap about arresting this guy. They have no idea how to deal with this.
The newspapers are Amaterasu's lapdogs anyway. They're not going to talk about how the thief managed to escape. The Nine-Tailed Cat has been famous in this town for as long as I can remember. They're set to steal their target without hurting anyone, and they always leave behind their signature card. The great thief who appears out of nowhere and vanishes without a trace. No one knows a thing about their identity. They've been stealing expensive stuff from Amaterasu ever since they took control of this town. From what I heard, all the stolen goods are sold or donated to hospitals and other welfare facilities.
So what, they're Robin Hood or something? I don't like it one bit.
Everyone in town is a fan of the cat. Think about it. They're up against the Peacekeepers. It's obvious why everybody supports them.
Hey, what kind of detective talks like that? I'm disappointed in you, Chief. Thieves and detectives are natural enemies. Cat, dog, I don't care. A criminal's a criminal.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
When did you get all self-righteous about justice?
Justice? This is about pride. What's the big deal anyway? The newspaper hasn't written a single thing about me. I mean, I'm the ultimate charismatic superstar detective.
Unfortunately for you, the cat is way more popular and famous than you are.
Damn it. This is humiliating.
Is that a rivalry I smell?
It's all your fault, Chief!
What?
Huh? Why me?
Yeah, why him?
It's because you let these criminals roam around scot-free that this cat guy has grown so brazen.
Well, I suppose you have a point there. But we've never received a single request to catch the cat. And if no one's hired us, then it's not our job to get out there.
Nonsense. That's a coward's excuse.
Say what you want, but don't go looking for trouble for no good reason. Even this art gallery case wasn't a formal request.
A girl I met at a cafe works at the art gallery and told me something interesting. They say the cat's gonna appear at the gemstone exhibit. The peacekeepers working security are all on edge. So I promised her that if the thief really appeared, I'd catch him. At this rate, I'm gonna look like a liar!
What do you expect me to do?
You're just gonna let the cat roam free?
Leave a cat alone and it won't scratch you.
In my experience, cats tend to be very cuddly if you get to know them, so...
You should really let it go. This thief isn't someone we can do anything about. Besides, they're a phantom thief who's never been caught by the peacekeepers and continues to toy with them.
Isn't Phantom Thief a thing from Persona? I don't know, I've never played any of the Persona games, but isn't that a thing from those games? Or at least one of them? Huh.
You are such a useless chief, you know that? Fine. I'll hatch my own plan to catch the cat, and you better believe all the credit will be mine and mine alone.
Hey, wait! Jeez. I hope he doesn't get into trouble.
He might. No, Desahiko. Maybe.
Still, this phantom thief appears out of nowhere. How do I catch him? I should gather information about the nine-tailed cat around here. With that many tails, I'm sure I'll grab at least one. All right, time to ask everybody about the nine-tailed cat.
There's one person I can ask him to sue. This way. I like his walk animation. I mean, I know he had one during the regular game, but I never paid attention to it.
I heard the nine-tailed cat reappeared.
The stolen Cassiopeia necklace is said to be worth 100 million yen.
Cassiopeia, that's how you say it. Okay.
That much? I'm certain it's already been sold and the money donated to an orphanage. I wish I could have gotten some of that cash.
This reminds me that a few years back, someone wanted to donate some money at the hospital where my mom works. They just dropped off 10 million yen and left.
Whoa.
People are saying they think that was a nine-tailed cat.
Really? What else? What did they look like?
Who are you?
They want nothing to do with me.
Just keep going.
What they looked like? Well, the donor wore a hood way over their head, so nobody got a good look at their face.
Well, they wore a hood, so that's something to go off.
That being said, some think the donor's hair and eyes were a burning red color.
Red hair and eyes. That's fantastic info. Thanks. Next time, I'll invite you backstage.
Next person. Hello.
That's nice.
Hey there, milady. Can I talk to you for a sec? I'm looking for someone. Someone with silent but plump lips, whose slender eyes emit a gaze so piercing it's as if I'm about to be stabbed.
Just my time.
That's right, someone I've been looking for. It's you.
Well,
And less importantly, I'm looking for the nine-tailed cat. Even if it's only rumors, you can tell. Can you tell me anything about him? Well, I don't blame you. No further questions regarding the nine-tailed cat.
then
All that's left is for you to tell me about yourself. How about going to a fancy bar, just the two of us? Quiet. It's so cute the way you're blushing. I'm getting goosebumps. If you talk to people like that, you sure are gonna. Welcome to the Sun Hotel. How may I assist you?
then
A lovely lady. Would you listen to my words? To a pilgrim like me, you are the sun's spot, filling my icy heart, and the lovely moon guiding me through the dark night. Guests of the hotel may use the restaurant and lounge area.
well,
That won't be necessary, for you are my perch. If this is some sort of prank, I'll have to report you to the peacekeepers.
no.
Well, I'm actually looking for someone. Do you know anything about the nine-tailed cat? I see. I only know he's a phantom thief who's been causing some commotion. Okay. I don't blame you for not knowing. By the way, do you want to have dinner with me tonight? I'm working tonight.
Then
After you get off work, excuse me. She's not looking at me. Nope. VVI is not there. It goes against my nature to question my... But I got no choice. I need info on the nine-tailed cat. Sup, brother? Who the hell? You're not a customer, are you? Well, can't say that I am. I just wanna talk to my bro for a minute. Beat it.
oh no.
Well, it's just one small... Beat it, or I'll murder you. Gotcha. So scary. Talking to a woman is better, after all. Sometimes... Not so much.
Hello, ma'am. Have you seen an awesome, charismatic guy around here?
Excuse me?
Take a good look. There's one right in front of you.
Huh?
It's me! Me! I'm the freedom-loving, charismatic detective, Tetsuhiko Thunderbolt!
Pardon me, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Hold on, I'm in a hurry too. I really need your help.
Huh?
I'm investigating the Nine-Tailed Cat. Do you know anything about them?
The Nine-Tailed Cat? The thief who stole the gemstones from the art gallery?
Yes, that one. Can you tell me anything you know?
All I know are just some rumors.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear.
I heard this from my friend's sister's coworker, but the Nine-Tailed Cat is actually a young man.
A young man. I see. Thanks. That's a big help. Oh, by the way, who do you like better? Me or him?
Shut up.
Well, I've never seen the Nine-Tailed Cat's face, so I can't compare. Let's see. Now that I've had a closer look, I guess you're not too bad.
It's something.
Right? I get that a lot.
You're not that bad.
How about we step into a cafe and chat for a while?
Goodbye. You said you were in a hurry, right?
Right. Let's meet again on the stage. Damn.
You only have boring books here. This place ain't it. So there are still some few points to investigate that don't really matter like that. Where are these stairs again? Are they? I was going the wrong way, I think. Oh. Over there, okay. I'm still trying to not get used to looking at the minimap, but end up doing it anyway for no reason and I don't know why. Is she wearing like a Huh.
Hello, gorgeous.
Oh dear fucking god.
Huh? Don't be scared. I'm a superstar. And starlight will always illuminate a lady like yourself.
Lady?
Yeah, to me, you're one refined lady. Anyway, do you know anything about the Nine-Tailed Cat?
Yeah,
Oh? Like what?
I like the cat. I'm a fan.
What do you like about them?
They're so cool. The cat is tall and kind of like a model.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks for telling me.
So you're a fan of the cat too?
Sure.
I'm more like a rival.
And now she's gonna hate you.
Rival?
Soon,
maybe not.
you'll be my fan too.
Aww.
I'll be waiting with front row tickets for you. Ta-ta! I think think I've talked to all the most promising ladies.
And one guy who wanted to kill me.
I've gathered plenty of information about the nine-tailed cat, so that should be good. A young man, tall and slim, with red hair and eyes. The most outstanding feature is hair color, but wearing a hood would make that hard to notice. That reminds me, the cat wore a hood when I saw him at the art gallery. But wait, the cat I saw there didn't look tall at all. Was it just my imagination? Whatever. I should head back to the agency for now and think of how to capture the cat.
Why so ominous?
Who's there?
I've come to steal what's most precious to you.
The detectives.
Precious to me?
I'm going to take all the fuzz off your head.
Ah! Stop it!
What are you scared about? It's me, Tetsuhiko.
Tetsuhiko? I suppose that is your voice. But is this your disguise? Who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, I tried recreating what the nine-tailed cat looks like based on what people around town said. What do you think?
I wasn't able to tell until you mentioned it.
I guess it's no good. I was planning to walk around town looking like the cat to draw him out.
That won't work. Your look is way too vague. Even fans of the cat wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, but what if I enter the art gallery like this and try to steal something?
That's very stupid, but also very like you.
Witnesses would think I'm the nine-tailed cat.
I guess. People could mistake you like that. But everyone only has a rough image of what the cat looks like.
Image? That's it! I just came up with a brilliant idea!
I have a bad feeling about this. Don't tell me you're really going to try to steal something dressed like that.
If I do, I'd be the one who gets arrested.
Doy.
Maybe I can take advantage of the fact that this getup is what the fans are imagining.
What do you mean?
Just watch. The next time he appears, it will be the end of the Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat.
Huh.
Hey, are you sure the nine-tailed cat will really appear tonight?
That's what everyone's been saying in town. The cat is after a real expensive ring.
Somebody came out.
Thank you, all who've gathered here today. Please, allow me a moment to speak.
What the fuck is going on?
As you all know, precious jewelry was stolen from this art gallery the other day. The culprit is a thief known as the Nine-Tailed Cat. And we've received word that they will appear again tonight. However, it is obviously a crime to steal from others. As an upstanding citizen, I cannot allow that to happen.
Aren't they stealing from Amaterasu Corp, though?
Get lost! You're not even with the Peacekeepers!
I meant the Peacekeepers.
Get out of here!
Who do you think you are?
Who am I, you ask? I am the charismatic freedom lover born unto this world by a goddess, the superstar detective Yasuhiko Thunderbolt.
Wow.
Can you hear me, nine-tailed cat? Your sham of a legend ends today. I, Yasuhiko Thunderbolt, will end you.
There are still detectives in town?
That guy looks hella dumb. He'll never catch the nine-tailed cat.
Don't be mean to him. 30 minutes later.
Hey, it's that guy again.
Hey, detective! Where's the nine-tailed cat? You sure the ring hasn't been stolen already?
Hello, everyone. The Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat has fallen into my trap and has been captured. Here's the proof. This is the Virgo ring the cat was after. As you can see, the ring is safe.
Then you see an alarm's just start going off.
The nine-tailed cat was captured? No way.
Well, that ring does look pretty legit.
Pretty legit. Huh.
That dumb cat has been imprisoned inside the art gallery. I'll leave the rest to the Peacekeepers. I'll be going now.
Oh no. I think I know what he did, and oh no.
Hold on. Give the ring back.
Was he really?
Oh, but of course, I fully intend to return it to the gallery's curator.
I gotta be blunt. I'm way more handsome than that.
What? 2 detectives?
Oh.
You've been caught in my trap, nine-tailed cat. I was the one who spread the rumor about you appearing here today. With so many spectators here, I knew you'd use a trick to take advantage of the crowd. Who would have thought you'd disguise yourself as me and try to enter through the front door?
Damn it!
The Phantom Thief has finally been caught?
That's impossible.
Come on. I'll interrogate you before handing you over to the Peacekeepers.
So not quite what I thought, but a lot better.
Did you read this? A new hero emerges. Nine-tailed cat caught at last. Oh, look at all the attention you've gotten. The Peacekeepers won't take this lying down.
At last, I'm finally famous! I'm the star that touched down to Earth, here in the city where stars never shine.
So, what are you going to do now? Please don't get me involved.
Just watch. My path to stardom has just begun.
Awesome.
Speak of the devil.
Huh? I wasn't expecting any guests.
I don't know why, but the, screen...
She's a newspaper reporter. She wants to speak with the detective who caught the nine-tailed cat.
Nice to meet you. I'm Anine of the Kanai Times. You must be Desuhiko, the one who caught the nine-tailed cat. I'd like to conduct an interview with you, since you're the new star of Hope in Kanai Ward.
An interview, huh? Yeah, sorry, but I only speak to the first person to come see me.
Huh?
Well, then...
But you're the first one here. Congrats!
What? Whatever.
Thank you!
You're really letting this get to your head, Desuhiko. I hope your pride doesn't get crushed later on.
Yeah, it probably will.
Yeah. There's too much noise here, so let's go somewhere else. This place is too dirty to take nice pictures anyway.
Well, excuse me for this mess.
Let's go. If anyone else comes asking for an interview, turn him down for me, Chief.
They won't.
Jeez, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yep, she definitely smells a little fishy. Hello, Shinigami.
Thank you so much for taking this interview today. To begin, I am speaking with Desuhiko Thunderbolt in this exclusive interview.
Ask me anything. I'll tell you all about it.
Well, let's start with the first question. As a detective, what do you usually do on a day-to-day basis?
I get options. Undercover investigations. Perimeter security. I mean, you are a master of disguise, so...
In my case, I do a lot of undercover investigations. I'm good at sneaking into places. If the investigation is about a girl, I can get all the information I need.
Excuse me, but what the fuck?
While I'm no good at solving murder cases, I excel in finding out what women want.
Again, what?
If you don't mind my asking, what sort of places have you gone undercover in the past?
For example, a rock star's dressing room backstage, the filming location of a big movie.
Are you sure those are the acts of a detective and not some sort of entitled fan?
Gonna be completely honest, they can definitely be both.
Of course. Anyway, that's all I can tell you about. The rest is confidential, you know.
I see. Very well. Moving on then. Do you have any special abilities?
Disguise. Jamming. Should I be honest, or... I kinda like the jamming one, so I'm gonna choose that one.
About my skills? I'm great at playing musical instruments. I'm a wizard on the guitar and bass.
I'll only believe it if you can play wizardry.
But I shine brightest on vocals. I was born to stand in the middle of the stage with a mic in hand. I'm writing up songs that I'll use someday to fill this city with music.
This city, huh?
So you're planning your debut as an artist then?
Exactly. I plan to drown the people in this city with my music more than rain ever could.
That's something to look forward to. Well, next question. How's your match against the Phantom Thief, Nine-Tailed Cat?
Wasn't impressed. He was tough. I mean, I gotta play it up.
He was a tough opponent. I'd expected that, but he even knew how to make good disguises. If I wasn't there to stop him, he would have increased his gemstone collection for sure.
So, where's the captured Nine-Tailed Cat currently being held?
And there's the slip-up.
Oh, the peacekeepers took him away somewhere.
Maybe.
He's probably cursing me from some jail cell right now.
By the way, what does the Nine-Tailed Cat look like?
He's got distinctive red hair and eyes, but otherwise he looks kind of thin and weak.
I see. Thank you very much. On to my next question. Do you know the secret behind the Virgo ring?
The what? Nope.
The Virgo ring? Oh, you mean the thing the cat was trying to steal? Secret. What the...
Supposedly, there's a secret message written underneath the spot where the gemstone sits. A similar message was written on the Cassiopeia necklace the Nine-Tailed Cat stole before. And deciphering both messages is said to reveal the location of a hidden treasure.
But hidden treasure? The ring was hiding something that big?
Excuse me, why do you still have the ring?
Where was the message written again?
Huh? Why do you have that ring?
Oh,
And there's the slip-up.
Wasn't that ring taken out of the art gallery by the Nine-Tailed Cat? I thought it was returned to them after the cat was captured. Why do you still have it?
It's... You know, I, missed my chance to return it.
He's such a bad fucking liar.
Yasuhiko, don't tell me you took advantage of the situation and kept it for yourself.
What an idiot.
Oh, but no! You're making it sound worse than it is. I really was gonna return it.
I do believe him. He is an idiot, but I do believe him.
Really?
Totally! How about we go return it now, together?
I'll accompany you as long as you allow me to continue the interview.
Yeah, I'll agree to anything. Interview and all.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Anyway, what did you say about hidden treasure? I didn't see a secret message anywhere.
It's right there,
Where?
behind the pedestal. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, is she the Nine-Tailed Cat?
See? It's written right here.
What does it say?
Thanks for the ring, you dimwit detective.
That's the secret message? Dimwit detective. Wait, dimwit? Is it talking about me?
You've realized it far too late, oh mighty detective.
You're no newspaper reporter.
You finally figured it out?
Don't tell me you're...
That's right. I'm the Phantom Thief, Nine-Tailed Cat that you thought you had captured. The real one, that is.
So you're the cat?
That whole farce at the art gallery was quite entertaining to watch.
Wow.
The red-haired man you caught in front of the gallery was the chief at your detective agency, wasn't it? You placed 2 complete disguises on him and then exposed him in front of the spectators. Just as you planned, the people in town thought he was the Nine-Tailed Cat. Did you put on that little show to stain my public image?
That's right. You sure are sharp. To the citizens of this city, you're nothing but a conglomeration of their own images and assumptions. By destroying that image, I knew they'd lose all respect and awe for you. Soon, the people of this town would begin to hate criminals. That'd make it a lot harder for the real cat to commit crimes. Your work as the Phantom Thief would be done for.
Hopefully, yeah.
You really think your games are enough to make the Nine-Tailed Cat disappear? As long as the cat is needed in this city, she will never die. Unfortunately for you, your plan needed much more thought.
You got some nerve. It's true that I underestimated your guts.
Also, she's sitting right there.
I never thought you'd come directly to our office. And that getup, it's no disguise. So, the whole red hair and eyes and other stuff were all made-up rumors.
I like to spread rumors about my appearance.
Kinda based.
It was all just insurance for my sake, but I didn't expect it to catch on so quickly. You detectives sure are easy to fool.
You're quite the woman.
I'll take that as a compliment. By the way, there is no secret message. That was all a lie to get you to show me the ring. And as planned, I'll be taking this.
Yet again, she's sitting right there.
Are you going already?
Yes. Thank you for playing along with my lengthy interview. Well, so long.
Wait. The battle's not over yet, Nine-Tailed Cat.
Yeah.
What is it now?
The one you're holding is a fake. Check out the real deal.
Oh my dear fucking god.
No way!
You said my plan needed more thought. Well, did you anticipate this part? If the cat can't be caught, the only option is to lure her out. That whole show you insulted was just part of my trap to lure you. I knew you wouldn't stand for your reputation as a great Phantom Thief to be tarnished like that. The reason you lost is because you weren't willing to yield on your pride. You would have been better off just letting yourself get arrested back then. You might think you're some sort of Robin Hood, but you're nothing but a criminal. As a detective, I can't let you go free.
I thought you were just some cocky idiot, but you're not bad.
Well, I'm bad at investigating cases, but I'm not too shabby when it comes to negotiations.
So, what will you do now? Hand me over to the Peacekeepers?
He's gonna ask for some bullshit, isn't he?
Well, that was the original plan, but I changed my mind.
You're going to let me go?
No, I can't do that. But I don't intend to give you up to the Peacekeepers either.
Because the Peacekeepers are a bunch of pieces of shit. Yes, it really did take me that long to come up with that.
What are you saying?
I can't let you go. Not only as a detective, but as a man as well.
Huh?
Will you marry me?
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Are you serious?
Totally serious. I could search the whole world, but no one is more exciting than you.
A phantom thief and a detective couple.
Isn't that great?
It's perfect.
But that ring isn't even yours in the first place.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. If you accept it, then we're partners.
I see.
Oh my god.
Does this mean...
You really are a fool.
Is that a yes?
I don't think it is.
Hey! Wait! Hey! I haven't heard your response yet!
Oh, what an idiot. I love him.
So, how did the mission go? Did you succeed?
What do you think? What do you think? How did it go?
I lost it.
Lost what?
The jewel, my confidence, and my love.
Oh my god, the fucking filter over free Desahito, I fucking can't!
Wait, you mean the Virgo ring? You gotta be kidding! The art gallery was nice enough to lend it to us in order to help capture the Phantom Thief. And you lost it? What am I going to do? We'll go bankrupt trying to pay it back. We'll be in debt for life. Don't just sit there feeling sorry for yourself. You've got to do something.
And then he insults Frihiko. No, fuck Desahito. This isn't Danganronpa. That. Then he insults Desahito for a while. Oh god, that was so funny. I fucking loved it.
Hey, did you hear the Nine-Tailed Cat has returned?
I thought they captured the thief. What got stolen this time?
Is it true the Phantom Thief has struck again?
Yeah.
What was stolen this time?
Surprisingly, nothing. Instead, the Phantom played a prank, leaving a ring on the finger of a statue.
I'll catch you next time!
say? I'm returning Virgo ring. Unfortunately, I don't like how it looks. From the Nine-Tailed Cat. He didn't get the love he wanted. But that was so fucking funny, dude. Does he go down both? Yeah. Oh, I fucking love that. Alright, I didn't read this. I guess I can read it now. It doesn't matter, but the Phantom Thief, Nine-Tailed Cat appears, and the free-spirited superstar, the detective of charisma himself, Physical, catch the enigmatic and undefined Phantom Thief. Stay tuned for Charisma Kills the Cat. And Kabuki's chapter, Kabuki's Luckiest Day. If I could do it all over again, every person has had that thought at some point. Exams, debts, relationships, work, troubles. If only I could erase my failures, if only I could have been more successful. However, once a moment has passed, it cannot be redone. Unless you're her, the goofy Clockwork, the master detective capable of rewinding time. Your strange and lucky day begins now.
Hey, you there!
Me?
Yes, beautiful lady. You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
I do not fare well at gambling.
This is horrible! Someone just fell from the sky!
Is this part of my lucky day? It appears as though something is happening over there.
Oh, wow. It's this kind of perspective.
I wonder if it could be some sort of festival.
What's going on? Looks like someone collapsed.
Some guy fell from a building nearby.
Was it a suicide?
Pardon me. Please let me through.
Are you a doctor?
No, I am not.
Do you know this man?
No, I do not know him whatsoever.
Then why are you here?
Today is supposed to be my lucky day, so I thought I might be of some use.
Huh?
Oh, you are still breathing. What luck.
Hey, he's trying to say something. 3.
3? I was not quite able to hear you. Could you please repeat yourself?
Hey, hang in there. He's not breathing. Where's the ambulance?
Maybe that was a dying message? It sounded to me as though he was trying to say the number 3. If I am not mistaken, those were the last words he uttered before death. I must not let them go to waste. Oh, if I rewind time, I can hear his message again. Repeatedly hearing someone's dying message is something only I can do.
Holy shit, that's morbid.
What are you mumbling about? If you're not gonna help, get out of the...
Actually, why not try to prevent him from dying in the first place instead?
Yeah.
Protecting the people is part of my duties as a detective. I may still make it in time if I hurry.
Hey, you there.
Pardon me, I am in a hurry. Oh, that noise! Are you alright? What happened? Is there something you must say to me? Please, go ahead.
2.
2? As in the number?
Hey, you. What happened? Are you all right? Should I call an ambulance?
No need. I am fine. I shall be right back. The dying message was different this time.
Because you didn't talk to the old woman.
First was 3. Next it was 2. I wonder what it could mean.
This one better not be 1. Because then
Hey,
the word...
you there.
This is exhausting. I might not make it. Oh, perfect timing.
The taxi won't help.
Pardon me. Please let me in. Forward! Full speed ahead!
I guess it did work.
Are you alright? What happened here? Can you talk?
There. 1.
God fucking damn it, it's 1 this time.
1? Now it is 1? What could it mean? Tell me, please, before you die! Did someone push you off? Who was the culprit? No good. I must do it over again.
Hey! He's still breathing! The car's roof must have cushioned his fall!
Yeah, you don't need to do it again.
Hurry up and call an ambulance!
Thank goodness. It is true. Today really is my lucky day. What a happy ending.
What a happy ending. And that is what happened the other day.
That's not a happy ending at all! Nothing was solved! Did the guy live?
Yes, he managed to survive. Although he is currently in a coma.
So you still don't know why he fell from the sky?
The newspaper says it was an attempted suicide. It seems he climbed over a fence on top of the building.
I bet the Peacekeepers made that up after another half-assed investigation.
Regardless, it has nothing to do with us.
I mean, you're right and all, but doesn't it bother you? That sure is a weird dying message. At first it was 3, then 2, then finally 1, right? It's like a countdown or something.
It was definitely weird.
I've never heard of a changing dying message.
That's because dying messages are normally a one-time event.
So perhaps the message changed because I turned back time.
No, that doesn't make sense. The victim had already fallen by the time you arrived at the scene. So whether it be a suicide or a homicide, the events leading up to the fall shouldn't have changed. And I doubt he'd want to tell you something different each time. What do you think, Alara?
Should I assume you're requesting to hire me with that question?
Always Alara and Victorman.
Never mind then. It was dumb of me to ask.
Yep.
No matter the problem, asking for my assistance is the wisest choice one can make.
Except you charge an arm and a leg each time.
And a brain.
Naturally, I must charge an appropriate rate. Although, in this case, it doesn't seem like a criminal act.
The keyword is seen.
I suppose I don't mind, if we consider this a conversation among friends.
Which is what it is.
Oh, so we're friends now. What's with the change of heart?
I wonder why the dying message changed. Do you know why, Alara?
I can deduce the possibilities. However, I cannot declare anything unless I investigate the scene myself.
So an investigation is still necessary.
What the fu-
You definitely want to remember this.
Okay, new hints. Sure thing. In clues, you can read the info about acquired clues. New clue. The message the man left for the Ibuki the first time. Yeah.
By the way, according to the newspaper, the victim fell from a 4-story building.
Okay, so there's nothing really new or special here. Okay.
Floor 1 is a luxury brand shop. Floor 2 is a restaurant. Floor 3 is a beauty salon. And floor 4 is a casino. Each floor has windows facing the street that cannot be opened. Thus, it's very likely the victim fell from the rooftop.
The building where the victim is believed to have fallen from is 4 stories high. Gonna be honest, that just straight up looks like the hotel.
Do we have an ID on the victim?
Whoops.
He's a 25-year-old man. He works at the shop on the first floor, but often goes to the other floors as a customer.
So the people in the building were his acquaintances. There's still a chance someone else from the building took him up to the roof and pushed him off.
Perhaps the dying message indicates who did it?
What were the floors again? Luxury brand, restaurant, beauty, casino. There was a dice, so maybe someone from the casino?
If that was the case, then it's weird the message changed each time he got to the victim. Or maybe there's someone named 321? That can't be it, right?
You can't say that with certainty.
Okay, fair enough, but that doesn't explain why the message changed.
That reminds me, when the victim mentioned 1 the last time he spoke, he actually said, there.
There? Did he find something?
That I do not know, though he did look as though he was searching for something.
What does that mean?
The victim must have had something in his hand while he was falling. The impact of the fall caused him to drop it.
The dice.
I see. So the victim found the item, then left the message 1.
If you think about it that way, the victim's message makes sense, and it's likely the item is related to the case.
Fubuki, did you find anything at the scene?
My deepest apologies. I did not notice anything of the sort.
It was a die.
You may be careless, but I doubt you'd miss something so big you'd need 2 hands to hold it. Which means it had to be something small enough that it could be easily missed. Hold on. The victim must have held this thing in his hand the first time he fell. But instead of 1, he said 3 that time. Was he holding something different each time he fell? Or was he holding more than 1 thing?
He was holding the same thing.
Considering when Fubuki turned back time, it's hard to believe he held something different each time. However, we cannot eliminate the possibility there may have been multiple items.
I am now more lost than ever.
If we follow the logic, we will always arrive at our destination, the truth.
But I am truly lousy at that.
Don't give up, princess. Let's start from the beginning.
Very well. I shall try. If the victim was holding something, that would be a key clue in this case, right?
Yes.
First, regarding the size of what he was holding...
It was quite small.
That's right. Even Fubuki, who was at the scene immediately after the victim fell, didn't notice that small item. Therefore, it's reasonable to believe that whatever he held was something that could fit in the palm of his hand.
And the impact of the fall caused him to drop it. The third time, the victim realized he dropped it and appeared to be looking around for it. And when he saw it, he said, "There, 1." But why would the victim mumble the word 1 after seeing it?
The surface of the object displayed the number 1, because there was only one of it.
Normally, that would mean that whatever was on the surface of the item displayed the number 1, would it not? So the victim saw that and read the number 1 aloud.
Huh? That's a dumb conclusion to make.
That's the correct one.
No, that's a sensible way to think about it. It's logical as well. The victim saw it and mumbled 1, so we should assume it was actually written there.
Are you serious? So whatever it is has the numbers written on its surface, right? What is it then? I don't get it. In the beginning, he said 3, not 1.
It's not strange at all if we assume the number changes depending on the situation.
The number can change? Wait, then that must be it!
Whoa, Fubuki! Do you know what it is?
Do you don't?
Yes, although it is just my guess. The item the victim was holding...
A watch, nearby.
Such as a die or something.
A die?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. The number would change depending on the roll. Hold on. It first went from 3 to 2. Isn't it strange the numbers weren't the same? Fubuki arrived at the scene after the victim fell. By that time, the die would have fallen from the victim's hand. Which means that whatever number turned up on the die should have been set by that point. It couldn't have changed.
You're right. Do you have a counter-argument for this?
Hey! I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Diggs BCW7. Hey, how are you doing?
In that case, perhaps this explains it. The angle from which he saw the die would have been different.
The angle?
The first time, the victim was lying face down. If there was a die in his line of sight, he would have only seen one side of it.
What about the second time?
The second time, I arrived just a bit earlier, so I tried to help the victim up. At that moment, he probably saw the top side of the die.
I see. So that's how it went. It's true that under normal circumstances, only the number on the top of a die is read.
He landed on the taxi the third time, so it is possible that the roll of the die changed.
Fubuki, you sure are sharp this morning.
Really?
Yep, all of the solution keys.
So basically, it went like this. The victim fell from the rooftop while holding a die. He dropped it once he hit the ground. Which means the die was cast. As the victim was knocking on death's door, he mumbled whatever number he saw. Great job deducing that much, Fubuki.
Does it appear that I'm becoming a better detective?
Yeah, but not nearly as great as me.
We still lack an answer regarding the final part.
The final part?
What was the victim trying to communicate with his dying message?
Now that you mention it, you're totally right. Why did he even bother reading the number on the die?
Perhaps it was to inform us of the identity of the culprit?
There is no doubt that the die was meant to point out the culprit. Nearing death, the victim sought out the die to inform you of that. But in his daze, the best he could do was say the number he saw.
So the die was pointing out the culprit?
Someone on the casino floor.
Wait, wasn't there a place that had something to do with dice in the building the victim fell from?
Casino.
Oh, so perhaps the culprit was in there?
First floor. The casino.
Perhaps the culprit was in the casino on the 4th floor?
That's probably it.
You did it, Princess! I didn't think you'd be able to figure it out.
There's no way I could have done so on my own. You have my deepest thanks, Halara and Desuhiko.
Yup, now bow down to my charisma. Still, we're just making assumptions here. We have no solid evidence. If someone said we made it all up based on his dying words, that'd be the end of it.
But we made so much progress in our investigation. Is there nothing to be done about it, Halara?
It would be one thing if we had the die as evidence, but it would be extremely difficult to find now.
If only I had noticed it and picked it up.
No biggie. It's not something you'd notice normally. Hey, Halara, what if we use your forte to find out where the die went?
I can't use my abilities while the victim is still alive.
Damn, you make it sound so ominous.
It is ominous.
Leaving this case alone is still a valid option. No one made a request for us to investigate, so it's not an urgent matter. The case will solve itself once the victim wakes up.
The culprit might attack the victim again before that happens. Since they didn't get him the first time, they might try to finish the job.
That would be terrible! This is all my responsibility! What should I do?
I don't think there's any need for you to feel responsible, but I wouldn't feel good about leaving this unsolved. Hey, Halara, you know of any ways around this?
There is one.
Stop teasing us and just say it! Oh, and before you ask, I'm not paying a damn thing.
A clue, then. Ask the fortune teller.
Are you a villager in an RPG or something?
I mean, she did kind of sound like it just now.
The fortune teller!
Huh? Did something spring to mind?
I told you in the beginning, remember? A fortune teller approached me.
What's that got to do with this case?
You should interrogate that fortune teller about the casino. You may hear something interesting.
I understand. I shall depart after breakfast.
But hey, are you going alone? Fine, I'll join you. Halara, you're coming with, right?
I'm not going without a formal request.
Can I make the request?
So much for being friends.
All you have done is more than enough for me. Thank you very much. I can handle the rest on my own.
I'm here too, you know.
Hey, you there!
Us?
Yes, you lovebirds. You make one fine pair.
Nope. No.
You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you are ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
Yes, please.
That's the exact thing she said before.
It appears that multiples of 3 are your lucky numbers. If you're going to gamble, be sure to bet on increments of 3.
I get it. This is what Hilaro is getting at.
What do you mean?
You're in bed with that casino up ahead, aren't you?
What are you saying? Casino? I don't know what you're talking about.
You claim we have good luck to scam us at the casino.
That's a baseless accusation. I'm just an ordinary fortune teller.
The way you reacted, would like to say otherwise.
You must have heard about the guy who fell from the casino's building. The victim was nearly killed by someone who works there. I bet he knew too much about your secret. If you know something, you better cough it up now. Or you might be next. If you're working with dangerous people, you should call it quits today. We can take care of the rest, so tell us what you know.
As you said, my job is to lure customers in and guide them to the casino. The lucky number thing is all a lie. In fact, if they pick those numbers, they will surely lose.
But I truly believed it was my lucky day.
I'm sorry. I actually don't know how to tell anyone's fortune. I just followed the manual.
Manual? What?
And that manual was made by the casino?
Yes. Cheating is rampant in the casino. They really conduct some dirty business there.
Do you know the man who fell from the building?
Yes, he's what they call a hired plant. He mixes in with the customers and steers them a certain way so the casino can cheat them. So, my ears perked up when I heard he attempted to kill himself. I knew he'd made a mistake and was being silenced.
I see. So that's what it was.
Hey, are you really gonna do something about them? If they find out I told you all this...
Leave it to me. Who do you think I am? I am the superstar detective, slayer of evil, Yasuhiko Thunderbolt!
What?
That's not very reassuring.
Well, you can tell he has a lot of confidence at least.
It appears the entire casino is in on this crime. There will only be more victims if we leave them be.
We might as well see this through to the end. Though, I bet the chief would tell us to stay out of trouble.
But what shall we do? We lack even a single piece of evidence. I would feel terrible if we had to involve the fortune teller more than necessary.
I guess we'll have to rush in from the front.
Which means we are going on an adventure!
Yeah!
Are they really gonna be all right?
Who knows? Investigation finished. Apparently.
This looks like the place.
Indeed. Do you have a plan, Tetsuhiko?
Of course. The plan name is Leave Things to Chance.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Also dangerous.
Let's go, Fubuki!
Right.
Wait.
Alara, what are you doing here?
I knew you'd rush in without a plan.
You are correct, Halara.
Carelessly sowing confusion will simply result in more victims. Don't be so rash.
Are you trying to get in our way? It'd be one thing if you just stayed out of it.
I'm saying the two of you don't stand a chance. If you're up against a casino, let me handle it.
Are you going to help us?
Bet on me and you are sure to win. Listen, here's the plan.
Welcome.
I'd like to convert all this into chips.
Right away.
Call the owner over. I'd like to play a game. Tell the owner I want to talk to him about that attempted suicide.
Understood.
How can I help you? You don't seem affiliated with the Peacekeepers.
I'll be direct. You tried to erase one of your hired plans.
What are you talking about?
I'll bet all of my chips. If you win, then this issue will disappear. We'll conclude our investigation and never return. And of course, you can keep all the chips.
Halara, are you sure about this?
And if you win?
You will confess your crimes and turn yourself into the Peacekeepers.
Very well. I don't know what crime you're speaking of, but as the owner of the casino, I cannot turn down such a direct challenge.
I expect you to keep your word.
Of course, and you as well. So, what would you like to play?
Bring some dice.
A game of craps?
Yes, but let's cut out all of the complicated rules. This game will consist of 4 dice. Each player will take 2 and roll them at the same time. Whoever gets exactly 7 wins.
Wow.
If both rolls land on 7, then it's a draw and the game continues.
Very well. We will prepare the dice. Are you fine with that?
I don't mind. You'll roll the dice.
What? Me? But you are far better at gambling, Halara.
Oh, we're gonna turn back time and she's gonna roll the dice a different way.
I'm going to find out what's going on. Just roll the dice like you normally would. However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Oh, right. I do have that ability.
Are you ready? Let's play. Well, well. Looks like that's game.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Alara, I just turned back time. He rolled a 7 right at the start. And my roll was terrible, by the way. I completely lost.
I knew it. But you can do this as many times as you want. That's your strength.
Right.
Are you done with your huddle? No amount of planning will help with dice. You must let luck take over from here. Now, let us play.
Yes, game on. This time... Why?
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
I have returned. This is the second time. The opponent rolled 7 on the first throw both times. The timing of the dice roll was different from before, so I thought there would be different numbers. Are casino owners blessed with natural luck?
No, it's not luck. He's probably cheating.
Cheating?
Seems like he's going all out. Well then, there's no reason for us to hold back either.
But what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
If he can cast a 7 each time through cheating, no amount of turning back time will help. Moreover, there is a limit to how many times I can use my ability.
There is a way to prevent his cheating.
Really?
However, prevention doesn't guarantee us victory. In order for us to win, you must roll a 7.
Oh, right.
Can you do it this time, Fubuki?
I can certainly try.
That's the spirit.
I became a detective by challenging my own fate. I refuse to lose here.
I'll join you in your battle.
Right!
And the direction than your mom. It's the theme.
Are you done with your little meeting? You can talk all you want, but I don't think it will change the numbers on the dice. Now, shall we play?
Before we begin, I'm thirsty. Can I get some water?
Very well.
Oh, excuse me.
What are you trying to do?
My hand slipped. Let's begin.
Very well.
What is she going to do? Stab her foot?
I'm counting on you, Fubuki. This game won't end until you roll a 7.
Leave it to me! Come on, 7. Come on, 7. There!
You... How did you...
Wow! This is incredible! I won! I really won!
Impossible! I can't lose with these dice!
Seems like the game is over. You must now confess your crimes.
Did he have a fucking heart attack? Huh. Well, okay then.
I'm glad to see you have regained consciousness. Are you alright after that awful fall?
What? No, it's me, Tetsuhiko. We went over this before we entered the casino. Were you even listening?
No.
As I suspected, the dice used by the casino were rigged. The victim must have intended to let others know about it with a dying message. It was obvious they'd cheat if we challenged them to a match involving dice.
Which is where I came in. While I distracted the staff, Halara messed with the dice.
So that is what happened. I was only able to win thanks to Halara.
No, I didn't touch your dice, Fubuki.
Huh? Then I really rolled a 7 on my own?
It really is your lucky day.
Yes, you won that game.
Really? Thank goodness! I won that game!
Great job, Princess.
Yes! Even if it was just a little bit, I believe I grew as a detective.
Yay.
Hey, Halara, please do something. Fubuki has been completely obsessed since that day. There's no way I can win against someone who can turn back time.
How rude! I would never cheat like that. Come on, Tetsuhiko. One more game.
I already love these sub-stories. Let's go, I didn't totally miss it. Yeah, and I'm doing at least one more. But I will do a really quick BRB first. But I will do one more, don't worry. I won't leave yet. So in just a sec I will be back and we'll do... It's Halara's, right? Yep, Halara's. Alright. I'll be just 1 sec. Okay, I am ready. Let's go for Alaris. What? Raining Cats and Dogs. The Nocturnal Detective Agency receives a request to investigate an unusual drowning. Was it suicide or murder? Will Master Detective Halara be able to solve this odd and onerous case? Thank you so much for welcoming me back. Thank you, thank you.
Alara, do you know where the milk I put in the fridge went? I was saving it for my coffee.
Beats me.
That's my seat, you know.
How much?
Huh?
How much do you want for it? I'll pay your asking price. Well?
You gotta be kidding. Fine. Just keep sitting there.
I will.
Huh? Someone's coming. I wasn't expecting guests today.
Honestly, what
Right this way. It's a bit cramped in here.
To route and stuff, considering I only routed 2 citizens and stuff. Ooh, cool. I mean, go for it if you wanna. Definitely seems like a cool thing to do. Although I wouldn't be someone to speedrun this kind of game, but still.
Are you the chief of the Nocturnal Detective Agency? My name is Tetra. Pleased to meet you.
I'm the chief. That's just one of our detectives.
Oh, excuse me. Your detective was sitting at the biggest desk here, so I assumed that...
Yeah, speedrunning point-and-click games does seem a bit... The DLCs, at least the ones I wrote, though, are super short. Yeah, I can definitely imagine.
My seat gets stolen the moment I leave it open.
Like 7 minutes. Yep.
Let's sit down.
I was told you investigate murders.
A murder case? It's possible for us to handle it, but what we can or can't do depends on whether or not the peacekeepers have already gone through it.
I see. My father passed away in a rather bizarre manner. The peacekeepers declared it was an accidental death. But I just can't believe it was an accident.
The peacekeepers usually try to declare any unnatural deaths as accidents. Why do you suspect that it wasn't one?
My father kept tropical fish as a hobby. One morning, he was found dead, drowned with his head stuck in the fish tank. Do you really think that could be an accident?
No.
He drowned with his head stuck in a fish tank? Can you describe the situation?
The fish tank is set rather low, so you can view it from above. My father was in a kneeling position, with his head dunked into the water.
That sure is bizarre. What did the peacekeepers have to say?
They say he was electrocuted, and passed out when he touched the temperature control switch with wet hands. And he fell into the water and drowned, unfortunately.
Like normal, they're being pieces of shit.
Are you sure the cause of death was drowning?
Yes, that appears to be the case without a doubt. A trustworthy doctor did the autopsy.
I see. Well, from what you've said, you can't really deny that it could have been an accident.
Oh yeah, totally wink 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 wink, totally chill. Totally cool and chill, wink wink wink.
No, the problem is the room where my father passed away. It was obvious that someone else had rummaged around.
What do you mean?
Well, the room has lots of tropical fish tanks lined up. But on the day my father died, all of them were shattered to pieces. And of course, there was water and dead fish all over the floor.
Any sponges, starfish, maybe a squid? No.
Someone must have forced their way into the room to do something so terrible. I believe my father was murdered by whoever did that. This must be a murder. Please uncover the truth of my father's death.
It looks very calm, yeah.
What do you think, Halara?
Beats me. I wasn't paying attention.
Don't lie. There's no way you couldn't hear us.
You can assume I don't exist, unless pay is involved.
I can pay. My father left me an inheritance.
Oh, don't mind my detective. Our rates are always reasonable here.
Then you'll investigate this case on my behalf?
Huh? Yes, of course. As detectives sworn to protect this town, we can't leave any mysteries unsolved.
Thank you. I'm so happy I worked up the courage to come here.
By the way, I just thought of something. I wasn't paying attention if it was ever shown, but is Vivia lying in the fireplace right now? I kinda really hope he is.
The Nocturnal Detective Agency is here to protect the peace of Kanai Ward. You can always count on us. As for investigating this case, we'll check out the crime scene soon. Promise. Jeez.
That was rather reckless of you to promise.
It's not like I have a choice. I can't just abandon people in need. I'm Yaku Furio, chief of the Nocturnal Detective Agency. I gotta protect this town.
Do you even have a single lead to solve this case?
What? Of course. I'm a detective after all. If I proceed with the investigation, I'm sure I can find some kind of clue. But I'll need your help, Halara.
That depends on the payment.
Like normal. I really wonder when the PC port of this game is coming, rather the multi-platform version is. I think I read somewhere that they just aren't gonna do that, which, yeah, it's unfortunate, but they do, it's the way they want to do it, but I do think I remember them saying something like that. Of course, there is always the chance that they change their minds. Keyword is chance, but still.
You know I don't have a lot of money.
And you know that I don't work for cheap.
Then, how about a deal instead?
What deal?
If you solve this case, I'll let you keep a cat here.
Halara gets a cat? I'm surprised considering multi-console button assets were found in the game's files. They were? Hold on another note, people have been able to get into the files? Like, wait. I don't know why, but wait, no, mods have been a thing for way too long. Why the fuck did I think it was really difficult to get into Switch files? Or maybe I was thinking of another console. Maybe I was thinking of like the PS4 or something. I don't know.
Really?
PS4 was pretty old. I was probably thinking of PS4 then. Alright, never mind. I love Halora's sweet side for cats. It's so cute.
Yes, really. Hey, where are you going?
To the crime scene.
Aww.
Hold on. The client just left. Why don't you wait until tomorrow?
Because she's getting that cat no matter what.
Fine. I shall review the case's records until then.
Alara's fee is cheaper than I thought.
Thank you for coming. You really are willing to investigate the case.
Well, that's our duty at the Nocturnal Detective Agency. Your house is pretty big. Your father must have been well off.
Yes. My father owned a medical devices company. He contributed to Kanai Ward's medical advancements for years.
That's very good.
I simply can't
Okay.
believe he met his end like this.
We'll find justice for him.
Thank you. I am in your debt. This is my fiancé, Jaren. We've been living together for about a year now.
Nice to meet you. I'd like to ask you more about the details later, but can we take a look at the scene for now? Oh, before that, do you have a photo of your father?
Of course. Here's a picture from when he was still alive.
Thank you. Alara, over here. I'll leave the investigation to you. It's a bit too cramped for all of us to be wandering about. I'll keep speaking to them outside. Talk to me when you're done.
Understood. Now, time to review the cards I've been dealt.
Ooh. Let's see.
You definitely want to remember this.
You said this during the last one. Door. That's one dusty door.
There is a sticky substance stuck to the door frame.
Or a sticky
Perhaps
substance.
paint residue?
Or it's that. Could also be dust, but whatever.
What is this? There's a stain here that looks like a horizontal line. Upon close inspection, there appears to be a faint outline of the same stain along all 4 walls.
A very small thing.
An ordinary vent. There's some blue paint on the inner side of the frame. Looks like something rubbed against it. This may have something to do with the case. It's a regular sliding window with a crescent lock. There are no suspicious marks on it. There's a small veranda outside. We're on the 2nd floor, so any rain that falls off the eaves flows to the drain.
The floor.
Right.
There are some stains on the floor. It is likely due to the water spilled from the fish tanks. Other than that, nothing else seems suspicious. Fish keeping equipment.
I see.
The equipment and food for the tropical fish are placed together. Seems like nothing has been used since the incident. There's some dust.
All of the fish tanks have been shattered. There's broken glass scattered on the inside, which means it's certain someone smashed it inward. Why would someone do this?
I've investigated the things of note, but
That's about all I can investigate for now. I should go talk to our clients before I observe the crime scene at the time the body was discovered. The crime scene has been inspected, Chief.
Thanks.
There are a few things I'd like to confirm.
Yes, please ask me anything.
Can you give me the details of when you discovered the body?
It was, I think, around 6 in the morning. My father usually woke up early for breakfast, but when I went to get him, he wasn't in his room. So I looked around and noticed Sugar barking at this room.
Sugar?
That's the name of our dog.
Doggy, doggy.
Hey!
No. It might be crusty, but it is still doggy.
Sugar sure is happy. She's rarely friendly with anyone.
No.
She barks at me all the time.
There.
She likes dogs too.
Shall we continue?
Oh, sorry. Sugar was barking in front of the room, so I opened the door to take a look. There I saw my father. His head was in the fish tank. He was already gone.
fuck, didn't notice I was muted. I said I needed to move my avatar because seeing Alara in the corner like that, it's too good not to see. Oh.
I heard her scream and ran over, but what I saw took my breath away. The fish tanks were all destroyed. The floor was covered with water. All the tropical fish Father loved were scattered across the floor, dead.
Were they valuable?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much they were worth, but the fact is, my father cared for them a great deal.
If the fish were expensive, do you think someone tried to steal them?
Are you implying my father's murder was an afterthought?
Well, I'm just considering possibilities.
If they were going to steal the fish, I doubt they'd smash the tanks.
You're right.
Do you know the estimated time of death for the victim?
No, she stops petting the doggy. No.
I believe it was around 10 o'clock the night before.
When was the last time you saw him alive?
Right around 7 that night. I ate dinner with him. He went to his room after that.
There we go.
Does anyone else live here?
It's just me and him now. The servant left after making dinner before 7.
Tell me, what were you doing around 10 that night?
After finishing dinner with my father, I did some cleaning and washed the dishes. Jaren came to the dining hall around 8 for dinner. And then we watched TV in the living room until around midnight.
Yes. I know for certain we were together between 8 and midnight.
Did you ever get up during that time? Such as to go to the bathroom?
I don't think so.
Were there any screams or sounds of a struggle around 10 at night?
No, not at all.
I see. That leaves me wondering who entered that room, when they did, why they smashed all the fish tanks. The fish tanks are large and have thick glass. You'd think you'd hear them being smashed.
True. All I know for certain is that we didn't hear anything like that.
That's kind of weird.
Do you often come in and out of this room?
Not at all. Only my father used this room.
What did the Peacekeepers have to say when they saw the state of things in the room?
They said my father was stressed out. That he lost control and smashed all the tanks himself.
Was he actually stressed out?
Truth be told, my father was lamenting over a prized tropical fish he had accidentally killed that morning. I thought he could have done something extreme, given how much he regretted his mistake.
He did look rather depressed.
Not something that extreme, right?
Still, my mild-mannered father would never do something like this.
Did you notice anything strange about your father during dinner?
He was sad about the fish, but he ate normally. I didn't notice anything in particular.
It's hard to think he was so distraught that he'd smash all the tanks on his own.
You're right. But that's what the Peacekeepers told us happened.
I'll take another look around. For now, I'd like to ask you to leave the room.
So you're gonna do that thing, yeah? I'm counting on you. Let's wait outside.
Time for
The trump card is still face down. Time to use my post-cognition to see how things were at the time the body was first discovered.
Yeah. Even in post-cognition, traces of sticky substance are on the frame. What kind of tape was some kind of tape stuck on? Of course.
The victim's body is kneeling against the edge of a fish tank, with his head inside. Like the other tanks, this one is smashed up too. Looking closely, he is soaking wet. It'd make sense if it was just his upper body, but for his whole body to be soaked is unusual.
Was he made unconscious and then they put his entire body in one of the tanks and then made it look like an incident like this? Or... It seems the stains on the walls were present when the body was found. I don't see any particular differences. No, the stains are darker than they are currently. Does that mean they were made around this time?
The paint stuck on the frame can be seen here.
Why is the camera going so far down? Okay, it's down.
It's not locked. Anyone could come and go through here. Perhaps this is how the culprit entered the place. There's a dead tropical fish in the drain on the veranda. Why would that be there? There are dead tropical fish everywhere. The whole floor is completely drenched. I see.
At the time the body was found, many things were scattered around. Could this sort of mess be caused by just a broken fish tank? I don't really think so.
I see.
All the tanks seem to have been smashed inward. There's not much difference from the room in its present state.
I'm beginning to see the truth behind this case. That's all the investigating I need to do for now.
Another event is about when is currently in this problem. Yeah. Sure.
Are you done?
I don't think you need to read through everything again. Probably. Hello, doggy.
The dog has something in her mouth.
Hey, Sugar!
What's this?
That's Sugar's favorite toy. It's just a rubber hose tied up in a knot. Ever since she was a puppy, Sugar has loved playing tug-of-war with a rubber hose. So I still make toys out of hoses like this. But I don't think I made one for her recently. Where did she get it from?
Wow, that's interesting. Let me take a look.
She won't give it to you.
Wait, don't touch it.
What's wrong?
Put that in a plastic bag without touching it directly. I believe it's evidence.
That's evidence?
Consider it a precaution.
How's the investigation going? Are the peacekeepers right? Did my father pass away due to an accident? Or was it...
The answer is clear. This was no accident, but a murder.
Huh? Really?
What makes you think it's a murder?
My thinking.
The walls, the fish tanks, the wind. Oh, the floors. It must be a murder because of... I'm unsure of this. With the window, do you mean the door that wasn't locked? Or... That seems like the most... what about it? Wet, open, shattered.
No,
It was unlocked.
it's not enough to disprove the theory that it was an accident. Reviewing it more carefully,
The walls? A little bit? Maybe I'm...
no, it's not.
Hmm. It can't be the floors, can it? Or... You know, maybe I should check the clues. Because the floor was wet? Maybe.
No, it's not.
Sorry. Equipment used for tropical fish together, this little dust next to these This contradicts the testimonies of stone arguments. Why is it a different cause? Yes, the fish tanks were shattered.
The victim died with his head in the
Okay,
fish
sure.
tank. Is that right?
Yes, that is certain.
As you can see, this fish tank was destroyed like all the others. That is far too strange. It means something logically impossible occurred.
Impossible? What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain it. If the victim drowned with his head in the tank, then it had to be filled with water. But as you can see, the fish tank is destroyed, meaning it is unable to contain water. Like with the other tanks, the water spilled out when it was smashed, emptying it. So how could the victim drown in a fish tank that held no water?
Oh, now that you mention it.
Now that you mention it, I am an idiot. No.
The peacekeepers claim the victim was disoriented and smashed the fish tanks himself. But if the victim was still alive when he smashed the fish tanks, it would have been impossible for him to have drowned. In other words, the victim was drowned, then placed next to the fish tank to make it seem like an accident.
Yep.
The culprit must have believed this camouflage would be enough to fool the peacekeepers.
So my father was murdered.
Yes, there is no mistake about it. This is murder.
Hold on. If the culprit wanted to make the victim look like he drowned, why did they destroy the fish tank? Didn't they realize their cover would be blown? And plus, all the fish tanks were destroyed, not just that one.
It must have been part of their plan for the peacekeepers to overlook this contradiction. However, destroying the tanks required a lot of effort. If the culprit did so despite the contradiction it created, then we have to assume there was an unavoidable reason behind it.
An unavoidable reason?
So, who is the culprit?
I must investigate further to find that out. I'll report back once I find the answer.
Yes, please.
It's gonna be one of them, isn't it?
Has anyone outside your family entered or left the house recently?
I don't think so.
Were there any tradesmen who came to work on your place?
I can't think of any.
Allow me to change the question. Have you recently done any remodeling or repairs to the home?
Oh, now that you mention it. The rain gutters on the roof were broken, so Jaren fixed them.
He fixed the rain gutters?
Yes, he's an avid DIYer.
Oh.
He not only fixed the broken parts, but also checked the gutters around the whole building, which was a lot of work.
Seems like a nice guy.
I see. That concludes my investigation.
What? Are you sure that's enough? Jeez, you're always off in your own world. I'm sorry about that. Our ace detective isn't very friendly. That being said, I believe this case will be solved soon. Please be patient for just a bit longer.
Thank you.
Investigation finished, apparently. Yeah. She's still sitting in his
Alara,
chair.
just as you suspected, it could be the fiancé.
It could also be her. Maybe I don't.
Jaren has been living in the client's home and mooching off her since he got fired from his job a year back.
Oh.
He's in quite a lot of debt, too. At one point, he was spending almost all his time in casinos. He kept asking the client's father for money, but was always denied. Seems the father was also against their marriage.
So money is the motive. If the father were to die, the daughter would inherit everything. So if he married her, the money would be his.
Makes sense. The thing is, that man has an alibi. The victim's estimated time of death is 10 at night. There's no mistake that Jaren was with the client at that time. Yeah, makes no sense to suspect Tetra, since she's our client. So we have to assume his alibi is airtight.
Right. I agree.
His alibi is perfect. Not only was he with Tetra at 10, but he was also with her for 2 hours before and after. So, as it stands, it's impossible for him to have killed the victim.
No, the alibi isn't a problem. It's possible if a certain trick was used.
A trick?
But I still lack hard evidence. Perhaps it's worth rolling the dice here.
Hey, are you sure about this?
She wants that goddamn cat, alright?
We'll make our move tonight. Let's go to the client.
Is it true that you know the truth behind this case?
That's right, miss. Allow me to explain. The key detail for this case is the victim's cause of death. Without a doubt, the victim died by drowning. But making it look like he drowned in the fish tank was camouflage. Why would such a thing even be needed? Because it secured the killer's alibi.
You said that the victim's time of death was around 10 p.m. In other words, the culprit secured their alibi at the same time as they murdered the victim. Is that really possible?
Through a certain trick, it was possible to drown the victim even if the culprit wasn't there.
Drown him without being there?
The trick the culprit used was...
telekinesis. No. The vent, the fish tank, and roast the body. The hose, right?
First, it involves this rubber hose.
That makes sense why it looked like that.
That's Sugar's toy.
If you untie the knot, it returns to being a hose. This was what was first used in the crime.
And it's very tiny.
How was it used? Don't tell me that's the murder weapon.
It was the murder weapon in a sense.
If you check the vent, you'll see the color of paint scraped on there matches the hose. It was likely passed through the vent.
Someone put the hose in the vent. Why would anyone do that?
It's nothing special. The hose was simply used for its original purpose.
Its original purpose?
One end of the hose was placed on the edge of the rain gutter on the veranda side. Prior to this, the culprit adjusted the rain gutter so that the hose could be inserted into it.
Oh, that's why it's so small.
The rainwater from the gutter passed through the hose, filling the room.
Huh? What do you mean? Hilari, you think this place got flooded with rainwater?
Just look at the fucking walls.
That would drench the whole place.
When the body was found, the room was, in fact, drenched.
But that was because of the broken fish tanks, right?
That's part of it. But the main reason was due to rainwater pouring into the enclosed room.
They used the fish tanks to make it look like it was the fish tank water.
Wait, what do you mean? What's the point in flooding this room with rainwater?
The culprit's goal was to secure their own alibi at the estimated time of death. This trick was necessary for that.
I don't get it. Can you explain from the beginning?
Let's go over what the culprit did on the day of the crime in order. First, the culprit mixed sleeping pills into the victim's dinner. While the victim was asleep, the culprit proceeded to prepare the trick.
Sleeping pills in his food? That reminds me. My father did seem sleepy shortly after eating dinner.
After dinner, the victim likely went to his room to lay down. The culprit then sneaked into his room and carried him out while he was asleep. That was how the victim was transported to this room.
At this point, you're sure he was still alive?
Of course. If the culprit murdered the victim earlier, then their alibi wouldn't have worked. The culprit had to murder him in such a way that would secure their alibi. The preparations were done in this room. After bringing the victim here, the culprit used duct tape on the gap near the door to weather strip it.
Weather strip? What's that?
It prevents water from leaking outside.
What do you mean?
Let me explain. After weather stripping the door, the culprit started destroying the fish tanks. The culprit likely covered them with cloth to dampen the noise. Once he smashed all of them, he leaned the victim onto the fish tank. The culprit then moved to the window on the veranda and weather stripped the outside of it. Finally, they took the hose connected to the rain gutter and passed it through the vent to the inside of the room. Preparations in place, the culprit left through the veranda and returned to the mansion as if nothing had happened.
How does that complete everything? The victim was still alive at the time, right? When was he murdered?
The victim naturally drowned after being left alone for several hours.
How's that?
The rainwater from the rubber hose flooded the room in a few hours. The whole room was turned into a fish tank, this time filled with rainwater. And that is how the victim drowned.
The whole room was flooded?
Yeah.
That can't be.
Oh, but it is.
The proof lies in the stained walls. The day of the murder, the room must have been filled to that line with rainwater.
Rainwater killed the victim?
Correct. Only in this city could such an approach be possible. The rain never stops in Kanai Ward. This makes it easy to estimate the amount of rainfall to a certain degree. So it is not impossible to create this alibi trick with some calculation.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Wouldn't it take at least half a day for the room to fill with enough rainwater to drown the victim?
I'm sure it would require more rainwater than usual to accomplish it. Which means you'd need to gather all the rain falling around this giant mansion.
Gather all of it? How?
It would require slight adjustments to the rain gutters. After that, the rainwater would flow to the veranda.
Adjustments to the rain gutters?
There would be plenty of water if all of the rain that pours upon the mansion is rerouted to this room. That explains how the culprit secured their alibi while drowning the victim. In the morning, before the body was found, they removed the weather stripping and drained the water through the veranda. If you check the drain in the veranda, you should find dead tropical fish that were carried out with the rainwater. The culprit smashed the tanks beforehand to prevent rainwater from being stored inside. Well, that's how I would have done it. But maybe the culprit didn't realize that before they started draining the water. Seeing the fish tanks filled with rainwater, the culprit panicked and smashed all of the glass to hide the evidence. They must have carelessly broken the one fish tank the corpse was leaning on in the process. Isn't that how it went, Jaren? I'll be direct. You are the culprit.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this some kind of joke?
No.
Why would I kill my father-in-law? That's stupid.
But
No.
you were fixing the rain gutters a few days before the incident.
That's because you asked me to fix them. How does fixing some stuff pin me as the culprit? That's crazy talk!
So you intend on maintaining that you're not the culprit?
Of course!
I mean, most people would.
Then we'll have to ask our
When
little
being
friend for
accused.
the answer. Come here, sugar.
Doggy!
This is the rubber hose used for the trick. There are scrapes on its surface. That's the I'm sure the culprit tried to dispose of it, tying it into a knot before throwing it away. But our friend here found it for us. Good girl, sugar. Only the culprit has directly touched the rubber.
Oh, fuck. Oh, the way she said that. Okay.
Hose. I'm certain his scent is still on it. Tell us, sugar. Who do you smell on this?
So, it is you.
This is complete nonsense. I won't accept it. If I have to, I'll kill all of you.
That makes you more suspicious.
Hey, don't tell me that you're really...
I was so close to getting all of that money. Calm down.
No.
Hey, why me?
Jackal.
I can kill the woman anytime. I'll start off with you. Damn you, detectives. This is your fault for sticking your nose into my life.
Can you handle this on your own, Chief?
I'm pretty bad at this sort of thing. Please help.
Shut up! I'll kill...
Get a face full of rubber. Yeah.
You saved me.
I never thought it would be like this. What am I supposed to do?
You're not alone.
Huh?
That's what she's saying.
If you ever need help, come to us. The Nocturnal Detective Agency will always be at your service.
Thank you.
So, Helara gets her cat now, right? Right? Please. No! She got her cat. Oh, it's so cute.
As promised, you can keep that cat here.
No. So cute. No.
I don't need your help. That's what the cat is saying.
Come on, this cat thinks it's some sort of hard-boiled detective? Well, I suppose I don't mind.
This city is a difficult place to live, even for the animals.
Right. I hope we can keep solving the mysteries here to make this city a better place. And make it a nicer place for them to live too.
I sincerely hope so.
You're so cold to humans. You like animals.
Yeah.
Are you teasing me?
It's cute.
See, there you go again, making that scary face.
Yeah.
Seeing you play with the cat, you look kind of cute.
She does look cute when she does it, yeah.
It sure would be nice to see more of that smile around here.
Yeah.
I hope you keep using your powers to change this city. I know you can do it. For their sake, too.
No.
That depends on the payment.
More cats, more cats, more cats.
Come on. Well, how's this? Consider it the reward for this case. And maybe you could ask for permission next time.
Permission for what? Exactly.
Thanks.
Oh, that's so fucking cute. I loved that. No. That was fucking delightful. Oh. I got two very good things from that side story. Or sub-story. Same thing. Maybe? Whatever. Either way, I mean, I could do this one, but I'm gonna wait until Tuesday to do it, so yeah. Tuesday we'll do chapter Rivia and chapter Yako. So, right now, let's see if I should raid someone. Simple flips. That's who I should raid. Like, all of the stories so far have been good, but I just loved Helaras so much more. It was so cute. Oh. But yeah, Tuesday next week I'll do the rest of the sub-stories. I still don't fucking know how to end the stream, so goodbye.